everybody, and welcome to a special edition of Library Time. This is our special Halloween edition, and I'm so excited to share some spooky stories with you today. I'm just here at the Georgina Public Library. You can see the beautiful book stacks behind me. And again, I'll just say that we are open for limited hours right now, so please come in and check us out, browse some materials in person, or you can put stuff on hold ahead of time, so you can just come in, grab your stuff on the shelf, and then check out, and you'll be good to go. One thing I wanted to mention is that we are doing our special Halloween Bean Stack Challenge. So if you haven't done that yet, haven't checked it out, so go to our website and you'll see our special Halloween Bean Stack Challenge on our website there. It's got all the details. It's really similar to the summer one if you've done that one. Just a little bit of fun with Halloween books and a couple activities. And because of that, for our programs, we're doing a secret word today. So keep your ears out for the secret word, because that's one of the activity badges for the Halloween Beanstack Challenge. And I'm really excited about our special guest this week. He's somebody I know very well, and if you've been to our programs before in the last few years, you definitely know him very well. He's a Georgina local celebrity, so I'll announce him just after I'm finished reading my special Halloween book. So we have Fright Night Flight by Laura Krauss Melmid, illustrated by Henry Cole, published by HarperCollins Publishers. And it's an oldie, but I swear to you, it is a goodie. Fright Night Flight. The moon sails high, the wind moans low. Fright Night Flight is set to go. With a hat and a cat, away I zoom upon my super jet-fueled broom. First stop, off we pop to craggy mountain top, spooky castle, creaky floor. Who is opening the door? A vampire, lurking, smirking vampire. Hop aboard, there's always room for lurking, smirking vampires to ride this broom. Second stop, isn't very merry in this cemetery. Who is slouching through the gloom, crouching behind each tomb? A werewolf, howling, growling werewolf. Woo! Hop aboard, there's always room for howling, growling werewolf and lurking, smirking vampire to ride this broom. Third stop, House of Dread, owned by folks who once were dead. Here's a howl, there's a roar. Who is that coming through the door? A ghost! Boo, 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 giggity ghost. Hop aboard, there's always room for a boo-boo giggity ghost, howling, growling werewolf, and lurking, smirking vampire to ride this broom. Hospital upon a hill, don't come here if you are ill. This is a mad doctor's lab who just got up from the slab. A monster! Hulking, skulking monster. Hop aboard, there's always room for hulking, skulking monster. Boo, 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 giggity ghost. Howling, growling werewolf. A lurking, smirking vampire to ride this broom. Wait, wait, we forgot somebody at the last spot. First a rattle, then a bark. Who's approaching in the dark? A skeleton! Jittery, skittery skeleton. Hop aboard, there's always room for a jittery, skittery skeleton. A hulking, sulking monster. A boo-boo-boo, giggity ghost. A howling, growling werewolf. A lurking, smirking vampire to ride this broom. Next stop, the museum. Didn't I just hear a scream? There's something strange about this place. Who is missing from that case? A mummy! A musty, dusty mummy. Hop aboard, there's always room for a musty, dusty mummy, a jittery, skittery skeleton, a hulky, sulky monster, a boo-boo-boo, giggity ghost, a howling, growling werewolf, a lurking, smirking vampire to ride this broom. Attention, ghouls and fiendish friends. The Fright Night Flight has reached its end. Prepare for landing. Hold on tight. We'll touch down by the full moon's light. As soon as we'll be parading through, a neighborhood well known to you. We'll find your house. We know the street. And ring your doorbell. Trick or treat. The end. Wasn't that a fun one? So our secret word for today is going to be broom for our Fright Night Flight. So our secret word is broom. Don't tell anybody, it's a secret. So that was Fright Night Flight. Wasn't that a great book? I love that book. It's such a great musical rhythm to it. And our special guest is somebody that, if you've been here before to the library in the last few years, you definitely would have met him. Joel Sutherland, our local celebrity. He used to be my boss. He's written the Haunted Canada books, as well as some other scary stories. Like Summer's End, and we're so excited to have him here, and you can see the book he's going to read to you in just a moment.
Hi everyone, my name is Joel A. Sutherland. I'm the author of the best-selling Haunted Canada series, as well as some really spooky novels like The House Next Door. I also used to work at the Georgina Public Library because I am a librarian, and I miss you all very much, so I was super excited when Miss Rachel invited me back to share one of my favorite spooky picture books with all of you. Clearly, I love Halloween, based on the books that I write, the clothes that I wear, and here I am in my spooky unfinished basement, which is actually where I do a lot of my writing too, so this is a perfect place to read you one of my favorite scary picture books. I'm going to read you Leonardo, the Terrible Monster. It is a monster picture book. I hope you guys are okay with that. I think you will be. This is written and illustrated by Mo Willems, and this reading today is courtesy of Mo Willems and Disney Hyperion Publishing. All right, let's dive in. If you're feeling brave and want to find out why Leonardo is such a terrible monster, let's begin. Leonardo was a terrible monster. Take a look at him here. Are you scared yet? He is pretty terrible, but not for the reason that you might have thought. He was terrible because he couldn't scare anyone. Look, the parents just think he's kind of cute. He didn't have 1,642 teeth like Tony. Oh, by the way, not all of his teeth are pictured. He wasn't big like Eleanor. Eleanor is huge. You'll really see her legs and her purple toenails. And he wasn't just plain weird like Hector. I kind of like Hector. He's got some cool style. Leonardo tried very hard to be scary. But he just wasn't. Look at all the ways he tried. He made scary faces, crazy eyes, he stood on his hands, he stood on his tail, and he even made a really scary mask for himself. None of it worked. One day, Leonardo had an idea. He would find the most scaredy-cat kid in the whole world and scare the tuna salad out of him. Leonardo researched. I bet you all can guess where Leonardo went to research. Looks like he's in the library, right? Until he found the perfect candidate. Sam. Can you all find Sam on these 2 pages? He's hiding down in the bottom corner. And he does look like a bit of a scaredy-cat kid, doesn't he? Leonardo snuck up on the poor, unsuspecting boy, and the monster gave it all he had. He went grrr, he went roar, he went blaggle blaggle. I don't know if that's supposed to be scary or not, but it worked until the little boy cried. Yes! Cheered Leonardo. I did it! I finally scared the tuna salad out of someone. No, you didn't, snapped Sam. Oh, yeah, replied Leonardo. Then why are you crying? Now, this is my favorite part of the book, to find out why Sam's crying, and it's not because of Leonardo. I have to take a big breath for this before I start. Okay, here we go. My mean big brother stole my action figure right out of my hands while I was still playing with it, and then he broke it on purpose, and it was my favorite toy, and I tried to fix it, but I couldn't, and I got so mad I kicked the table, and I stubbed my toe on the same foot that I hurt last month when I accidentally slipped in the bathtub after I had got soap in my eyes trying to wash out the bird poo that my brother's cockatoo pooped on my head, and I don't have any friends, and my tummy hurts. That's why. Then Leonardo made a very big decision. A very big decision, almost as big as his head looks in this part of the book. Instead of being a terrible monster, he would become a wonderful friend. Take a look. He's giving me a hug and saying to Sam, "It's okay." And they walked off into the sunset together. But that didn't mean that he couldn't try to scare his friend every now and then. Boo! It worked! It scared Sam a little bit. And then Sam chased Leonardo. The end. So like I said, that is one of my favorite picture books with a monster. You think it's going to be really scary because he's a terrible monster, but then you find out he's just terrible at being scary. But he learns to be a nice friend with Sam, the most scaredy cat kid in the world. And he didn't need to scare the tuna salad out of him, which is probably for the best, because I did not want to see that happen. That would be gross. Well, thanks again, Miss Rachel, for inviting me to all my friends in Georgina at the Georgina Public Library. I miss you all. I hope you're having a happy Halloween, staying safe, and doing well. I'm sure I'll see you again soon. Until then, everybody take care, and happy Halloween.